Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video and welcome back to another channel update video. This isn't a video to talk about consistency, which is usually what the topic of these kind of videos are about. It doesn't have anything to do with that because I've been pretty consistent with putting the content out on the channel lately. Very consistent, actually, as consistent as I should be in terms of sticking to my schedule. So this video isn't really about that. It doesn't really have anything to do with the channel at all, actually. It more so has to do with me. And I kind of need to make this video to not... I don't want to use the word vent because it makes it sound like I'm angry about something, which I'm not. But I kind of feel the need to make this video to kind of explain what's going through my mind right now and kind of to just really like say my problems out loud for not only for myself to hear, but of course for you guys to listen in on as well. So you guys know in the past that I've had, there are things that have bothered me in the past mentally. You know, the summer of 2016 was one of the worst periods of my life. Because I was in such a horrible mental state, and I was able to rebound from that relatively well. And it's not the same feelings that I'm getting from that particular summer, because that particular summer I was crying every day. I was distraught. I was extremely upset, all the time. And it's definitely not those kind of feelings returning, which is good. But my mind has been very bipolar lately. I wouldn't necessarily call them mood swings, but my mind has been very bipolar in the sense that, there is 1 hour of the day where I'm extremely happy and I am feeling great and I'm loving life and I'm inspired and motivated to do things. And, I love the way things are going. And then the next hour of the day, I have this feeling inside of my heart, like this weight in my chest, where it feels like there's something missing. And there's just this feeling inside me that there are things that I want that I can't have. And that there are just things going on in my life that I can't control. And, I don't really know how to describe it. These feelings I can't even attribute really to any particular thing that has occurred or any particular thing that makes me upset. It's almost like it's a culmination of a variety of different things that I'm not going to get into because that's too personal. It's just this culmination of all of these things kind of forming to put this weight in my chest and to make me feel oddly, sad and depressed and very, reflecting, like very reflective of my own life in a way. And nothing has occurred where these feelings would have reason to come out. Nothing has occurred recently. I haven't dealt with a traumatizing experience. Nothing particularly bad has happened. It's just, I guess a really good way to describe it is that there are things that haven't happened. And I get these feelings inside of me. And I'm almost positive it's because of the things that haven't happened. And these aren't things that are achievable. Like I can't drive myself to go for these things because they're not achievable. If they were achievable, I wouldn't be having this problem because I would be pushing myself to go for them. But the things that are pegging me down at the moment are things that are impossible to have, at least at the moment. Maybe later on in life that can change. But as of right now, they are things that I cannot have. Absolutely impossible. And it makes me feel horrible. Like, not in the sense that I hate myself, but it just makes me feel horrible that I can't have these things no matter how badly I want them because they're impossible to reach, That's just how it is. And it feels really good to actually talk about this. And I know it may not make a whole lot of sense what I'm spewing here, but it makes sense to me, and it's helping me get this weight off my chest, and out of my chest. And in doing so, I'll feel better. I'll feel much better afterwards. But I mean that's just what's going through my mind right now. What's going through essentially every part of me at the moment. These very bipolar feelings where, one moment I'm able to recognize that, hey, those things aren't achievable, but you have things here that you can achieve. You have things going for you. You have all these different things. And you know what? Those unachievable things can be achievable down the road. So just don't worry about them right now. There's that mindset. And then there's the other mindset that I was just describing, where I feel horrible because I can't have those things even though they're impossible to have. It's that kind of thing. So that's it for this update video. That's all I wanted to talk about. I really needed to get that off my chest and to just get it out of the way. It's not hindering the content in any way because I only record when I feel good. I don't record when I'm feeling like shit because I wouldn't be able to get through it. But what I mean by that is that the content and my commentary won't be hindered by, these bad feelings or anything because I don't record when I have these bad feelings. It's just, I feel like this is something that I need to take care of. And I got to find ways to cope. I got to find ways to ignore that kind of pain and like just find a way to deal with it and to fight it. And they are similar feelings that I've had in the past about things that I can't achieve, I can't have, no matter how badly I want them. They're very similar to feelings I've had in the past. Not so much, back in the summer of 2016. Those were completely different feelings. But these are feelings I've had that I've had earlier on in the year that have kind of brought me down a little bit. But trust me, these feelings that I get, they're nothing too serious. I mean, like, it's not going to push me to a point where I'm going to stop recording content. I'm going to stop doing all the things I love doing because they're there. They're just there, and they're just there as a hindrance to what I really want to do, to everything that I want to do with my life and all sorts of stuff. So, I mean, they're just there. They're not anything that are going to have a major impact on me. So just be aware of that. It's not anything that even could potentially be life-threatening, in the sense of self-harm. Not anything of that sort. I just want to make that very clear. I apologize for not making that clearer sooner, more clear sooner. Clearer is not a word, I don't believe. But I apologize for not making that clear beforehand, like at the very start of the video. Because I feel like, not mentioning that kind of heightens the situation when it really doesn't need to be heightened. It's just, there's just feelings that are there that I need to work around, that I need to deal with, that I need to fight and cope with. So, yeah, it's really all this video is about. This video was more so for me than anything else. I didn't make this so much as to inform you guys as I did to just kind of deal with it in my own personal way. And this is the best way for me to do it. However, I did have reasoning for making the video, and that's just because I want to let you guys know in case, these feelings start to hinder the content, I want you guys to know why, in that I am aware of the feelings and I am trying to combat them. So just wanted you guys to be aware, I don't want to leave you guys in the dark about this kind of stuff. It doesn't seem right to me. So with all of that said, that's it for this channel update video. If you guys enjoy these channel update videos, let me know down in the comment section below. Like the video and share with your friends. If you have any comments you want to leave regarding anything I've talked about, let me know. If you want to talk about anything, also, comment section is down there for you. I respond to any and all comments that aren't spam. So, cool, right? Yeah. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later.